Hi guys, Cameron here, and today we are going to be going over the second scenario for the Fall of the Necromancer campaign, which I have been doing. This one is the Gathering Evil scenario, and it was actually a fair bit of fun to play. Definitely different, not what I was expecting, and kind of was surprised by the outcome from both games that we played, because me and my friend, we play both sides in an evening, so you will see footage of that. But let's go over the Gathering Evil scenario. So this is played on a 4x4 board, they recommend. However, we are playing on, I think it's 2 of the Kill Team mats, purely because that's what my local Warhammer store provided us with, and I don't think it kind of really matters. There's the whole blurb of what's happening, and I won't go through that. I'll just talk to you about kind of the scenario and the layout and all that sort of stuff. So, the layout. The board represents the area of the Greenwood Forest near the Forest of Dorgul Dur, and it should be decently packed with trees, bushes and other undergrowth, providing plenty of cover for both sides. So, this was something that we tried to do. There's not necessarily too many trees, unfortunately, at my local store, but we tried to provide as much kind of trees, growths, and I think we had a little bit of ruins in there as well, just to kind of give it as much as we could. Starting position. The good player deploys their forces within 6 inches of the centre of the southern board edge. The evil player then deploys the Necromancer in the centre of the board, and the orcs are deployed anywhere in the northern half of the board. So that's quite simple. What you can see there, Necromancers in the middle, orcs in the northern half, and then you've got the elves here, which have got a 6-inch kind of bubble just around there. Simple, sorted, easy to do. The objectives. Sauron must see that the elves are killed or risk alerting the Elven King to the location of his fortress. The good side wins if any 4 good models can escape the board via the northern board edge. The evil player wins if they can slay all of the elves. If at least 1, but fewer than 4, elves escape from the board, then the game is a draw. So we actually have a draw condition this time, which we didn't last time. That was quite good. But we are playing the campaign. So, according to our campaign rules, if I just flip to it, because good won both times in our previous scenario, so the first scenario, which there is a video of on this channel, if you would like to go look that out, you certainly can. We've got a different win condition for the good. In the Gathering Evil scenario, only 3 elves need to escape the board edge for the good player to win. So instead of 3, it's 4, and the draw is instead of 1 to 3, it's 1 to 2 to get the draw. So, special rules for this scenario. The Dark Lord. The Necromancer begins the game with only 12 points of will. So we saw that at the first scenario as well. He's not at full strength yet, so he only has 12 will. The Darkness descends. Good models can only see up to 6 inches in this scenario. Therefore, they cannot shoot enemy models that are more than 6 inches away from them. Sauron and his orcs are accustomed to the darkness and can therefore see as normal. So we are using Mirkwood elves in this, and they normally have a longer shoot range. However, they don't this time. So it's a little bit of a hindrance to the elves, and with that, it means the chargers, I mean, everyone can only move 6 inches anyway, but if they were able to move a further distance, then they would only be able to charge within those 6 inches, which is something to think about while kind of doing these scenarios. So, the participants. For good, you've got 1 Mirkwood Captain, which hopefully you have seen previously, or you could just keep on watching and you will see in this video. And you've got 10 Mirkwood Rangers, lovingly provided by my opponent for this. You've then got the evil side, which is the Necromancer of Dorgul Dur. You've all seen that model of me painted it. It'll be in a hobby vlog at some point, I think last year even, 2021, November, December. And then you've got 12 orcs, 4 of which have shields, 4 of which have spears, 2 have two-handed weapons, and 2 have orc bows. And again, they've been in one of my hobby vlogs previously as well, or at least the ones with shields have, because the other 8 of them don't have generation shift bases yet, so I haven't classed them as being finished. So yeah, that's this scenario and kind of how it's played out. Myself and Matthew, my opponent, we did manage to play, and you will see kind of the outcome and hear me talking over it. Now, for the campaign, because it was only 3 elves that needed to make it off the board, it does make it slightly easier for the good to win, but you will see the outcome of that. So yeah, let's jump into the game. I'll have a quick chat about that, and then we can continue on and wrap up this video for next time.
So here we go. You can see how Matthew has kind of deployed his elves around the board. I've got Saruman in the middle there, and what Matthew is going to do, if I remember correctly, is he's going to split his guys up into 2 kind of groups. Put some off to the right and some off to the left, so I've got to kind of split my forces and try and counteract exactly what Matthew's doing. He's got a couple that are going to kind of shoot. My orcs are going to try and shoot at him. It's a little bit of back and forth, and we can never really kind of get grasps on who's going to win kind of up until the end. I managed to win on the right flank, and then kind of everything sweeps over to the left. In the end, it did end up that the evil won this. None of the good models managed to escape, and kind of you'll see that as a theme throughout the kind of this game. So we kind of tie up in this little bit of ruin, and then we kind of, as the orcs, slaughter the elves, unfortunately. It's just one of these things that it seemed to kind of, for some reason, outweigh the elves, not in their favour. And then it just kind of is what it is. I just managed to steamroll them all the way through. Now, this was just how it was. The Necromancer was doing some fantastic work, as were the orcs eventually, after they kind of got the most kind of out of it. Now, then in the second time, when we had the elves and whatnot for myself, it was very much the same, but I decided to keep them as a clump, so I kind of moved them to the right all the way round and tried to keep them there, tried to shoot a little bit, but in the end it kind of just didn't work for me either. I got bogged down. I probably should have called a second move, maybe even a march, just trying to get these elves all the way up as quick as possible. That was probably where my downfall was I didn't use my heroics quick enough, or like soon enough. In the end, the elves got slaughtered again, and the evil player won both times for this scenario. Whether that's normal or not, who knows, but kind of it does seem to be the way that our scenario managed to go. We really enjoyed ourselves though.
So that is the campaign there. We now have a wee little friend behind me. She is more than happy, and she'll probably jump down at some point, but she's very interested in what I'm doing, speaking to a camera. She's not used to this yet. Nice little yawn there. But yeah, so that was the campaign, or the scenario of the campaign. Like I say, we really enjoyed it. It was a great kind of little game. It meant that we painted up some models that we kind of normally wouldn't have. As I said in my previous video for the campaign, I painted up this Mirkwood Captain. Oh, of course it's not gonna focus. But I painted up this one, and then for the following scenario, which I'll talk about in just a second, I painted up a second. So we now have 2 Mirkwood Captains that would never have been painted before, but now have been. So yeah, the next campaign mission, because we are playing a full campaign, we get the scenario bonuses. Because Evil won both of those games, or, well, to be fair, it doesn't really matter. Because Evil won those games, they get a buff. So, in the Corruption of the Greenwood scenario, at the end of the 10th turn, the evil player may choose to have an 11th turn if they wish. So that is, like I say, from Follow the Necromancer book, and that is the scenario bonus. Who knows what that'll mean for it? I know that this video will be coming out, or the next video, sorry, the Gathering of Evil, that scenario will be coming out, I think, in 2 weeks' time if I manage to keep up my schedule. And for that, I've also painted up a couple of Castellans, I can't remember how you actually pronounce them, of Dorgal Dura. I've painted up 4 of them and used Generation Shift bases on them. But if you would like to see them, you will have to check out my February hobby vlog when that eventually comes out. So yeah, Thora is more than content lying on the sofa. She's fed up of me chatting away to the camera, aren't you? So I will leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care and bye-bye.
Thanks very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and use my affiliate links in the description below. Take care and bye-bye.